Hello and welcome. We are thrilled to have you here. Our channel is all about exploring and sharing experiences on intercultural communication. You can expect engaging discussions, fascinating insights, and plenty of fun as we dive into the unique ways people from different cultures enjoy. And I would like to take this opportunity and thank for all who have used our Buy Me a Coffee since, as you can see, my streaming situation from balcony has improved a lot. Only the piano-looking thing cost like £35,000. So today's subject is una Española in Nederlander ja Suomipoika is the silent no load. The silent load. I'm gonna try to speak in the way that is proper for my stature at the moment. I am indeed a YouTuber and kind of wealthy one at the moment, if I may say so. So, all right. But before this, please, people, feel yourself welcome warmly. How are you doing this morning?
We are doing fine. Well, at least me. You?
Yeah.
Or I
No,
try to
I'm
do
jealous.
something.
I'm jealous on the piano.
You know, like,
Where did you get that one?
well, you know that, yeah, a friend gave it to me. Yeah. So, yeah, moving on. There's nothing, you know, we got some change on the buy me a coffee.now. There's not much, you know. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
maybe you can play your part on the piano, some Mozart or something.
Yeah, well, maybe later. I think I have to
Like this.
hire someone to play it because I'm not really good at it. So I will just hire someone
Do
else.
like this?
Yeah.
Suomipoika, do like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We are late. We are late
No,
anyway.
you
So
don't.
no time. So
No,
cut the
not like
bullshit.
we are in the canto. Do
What
like
happened
this.
last?
Do like this. That I see you play in the piano, please. No, you put your hand like this in the for like this to the back.
Your hand
Yes.
disappeared.
How you are playing the piano?
Vale,
There are
vale.
many dimensions.
Last episode. What happened the last episode? What happened the last episode? Tell me.
What happened the last episode? That
Yeah,
everything
No,
and nothing.
something really curious, but also amazing, like a wonder happened. Uh, the Finnish guy was the most talking guy of the three, of all of Europe. Even the Spanish were more silent, and the Dutch were really like, "Boah, what's happening here?" That happened the last time. That was really like, "Boah, what's happening here?" Things are changing in Europe. They really do.
Mhm. And then somebody says talk is cheap, and look at my place. Oh my God.
Yeah. And that only that there you can see if you communicate, you get a better life. Let's say it like that.
I guess he has connections with the what was this? With the people who have money from Russia. The
Finnish government.
No, from Russia. The ones who has the money. You know what I mean? The oligarchs. Yes.
Yeah. I have to
you're together with them.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to mix it all over. So, but anyway, what was the last thing about, dudes? People, what? Spain.
I've seen something that the
Everything and
Dutch
nothing.
came from space.
That is already. That's not really a secret anymore. I think there's kind of some people that.
Well, just let me be proud of it, okay?
So basically, yeah. Okay,
so what was last time?
It was Everything and Nothing, part 3. Everything happened, nothing happened. If you want to know, go see it, huh? How about that?
Today, I have to say that coming back to the subject that we were talking in Everything and Nothing, and that it went much about politics, actually. Like,
Yes,
we were in that branch working a lot there, making a change. No, but I was seeing like a video today from one Spanish person that moved to America, and she hit the spot. Like she was telling, like, for example, one of the main problems with America is like the business in health that they are making. Then the weapons, and then the other thing was the food industry. And here in Europe, we are walking in the same direction. This is what I think, because the stuff is like more or less coming to the point that we were making the other day in our resume, is like exactly this is what is happening. The public things are getting privatized, and you will think that there are better services, but no way in hell. The things gets much more expensive, and and then the problem is that the people becomes not in people anymore, but becomes in a real, like in a number. And I am totally agree with this person. They have like a channel, and they are super big, and I totally back up what she's saying.
You are number 6. I'm not a number. I'm a free man. Oh. Yeah, for example, if I may say to that, they basically try to prioritize water maintenance or water. But you have some in countries, you have someone who is maintaining the water supply for people in general. I think they tried in several countries. It went always bad every single time, because that's not this kind of things should be, on my view, kept like with the government business somehow, like not try for stock market that your water maintenance company. That's what I think. Or then it should be somehow like put that it's that the people own it in directly somehow, not even through the government, and something like that. But how about?
But it was so heavy. Sorry, it was so heavy that, for example, someone was going to get an operation, and they are making like just before they are gonna get operated, they have to like pass the credit card.
In the water maintenance?
No, I am talking about the operations.
Operation.
That's fine. That's Guy.
Yes.
Yes.
I was reading.
So what do you think about this? That the other day.
Well, I think if you really look to it, you speak about politics and like they all want money, and it's all a lie. So we are the only animals on this planet who pays to go shitting. So, and we pay for everything. So
for everything.
Why is that? Why does a cow can shit anywhere where it wants and I have to pay for it? And if I shit in nature, I get a fine. Why is that? I'm just an animal. Why should I? And then I also have to pay so that somebody else can build some weapons, and because a politician or a business guy has problems with another politician and a business guy because somewhere somebody draw a line on a paper and now everybody on the other side of the line is bad. It's like, sorry.
Yeah.
Can I say something fast? I lost you guys for a while, and when I returned, there was immediately like, why can cow shit in somewhere I have to pay? I was like, okay, I'm not sure what happened here. By the way, hey, sorry, Spain, you were talking about the operation thing in America, I think, about this, so I'm sorry if I was being a pest. So if you finish that, what you want to say?
It's fine. No, that I was just making a point that just like people that has to just get operated or something in the hospital, and they come, you are not thinking about pain in that moment, like you are thinking about like if you're gonna live or die, in an operation. So it's like I find it like really like inhuman, inhumane or whatever hell you say
Mhm.
it in English.
Inhumane. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like
Well, I once heard it's like if you have, for example, I heard, I don't know if it's truth, but I heard it. Like if you have cancer or something and you go, it used to be, many years back, and you go in Holland and they just make a calculation. How much chance is it if we're gonna help you? How much survival chance do you have? And if is that survival chance too small? Oh, it's too expensive. And then they do nothing anymore and just say, you have 1 month to live, or 2 months, or whatever. And it's just a business thing. If you're too expensive, then you go. And that's the thing. I think also with you pay for the assurance. Like the disease assurance. Don't know what's the name
yeah,
for it in
a
English.
CISA. Do you have a CISA or
Yeah.
what? Okay.
No.
Es
Just
que,
everybody pays for it.
es que
And
they are in every place, this one. Es acojonante.
but if I never go to a doctor, for example, I don't get money back. I
Exactly.
don't get so I pay for somebody else's disease. Yeah, maybe I can get, and then I get, for example, some disease which kills me or something, and then and that's the thing. It's I think it's a bit weird. It can also be arranged on another way.
Mm.
Like that.
I think, if
Well,
I'm
like,
not mistaken, that they would have in China a different system in the Chinese medicine. I think at least used to be a
that will be really nice to see if someone from Asia could tell us about how works the things, or from Africa or from other continents, that they are like, it will be fantastic. So we could contrast the information. So you guys, if you're in the ether, if we are so
Tell us.
lucky that have you with us, please, maybe you can educate us
Make us wise.
about how it works, the doctors or the health system there.
Because when I went to Australia, I had to pay, because I was at least a year. I had to pay my assurance for doctor and disease and everything. I had to pay that. They told me in Holland you have to pay. It cost me back then, it's many years back, but back then it costed me 3,000 euros or something. I don't know, for a whole year. And then I was in Australia, and they told me, no, the Dutch government has an arrangement with Australia. You didn't need that. So I threw 3,000 euros. Like,
Es que they are a mafia. This is the stuff that also, like, this girl is telling in United States. It's amazing. Like they pay the insurance and then they have to pay again, to the doctors and stuff like that. So they are like trying to get like money out of them, like health. So they pay like not tomorrow.
yeah, but it is money business. It's like I know in Holland, for example, if even the Minister of Health wants to pull something through, he has to put his plan to the Court of Health or something it's called, and there are like 12 people or so who decide if that new rule is gonna have effect or whatever. But those 12 people are the 12 owners of the biggest insurance companies and stuff like that. So they only look what's for their benefit, for their business is good, and that law can go through and the other law cannot go through. So it's not the politicians who rule the world, it's the business behind it.
Hey guys,
And
if I may,
what,
we are
only one thing. That is
no this time.
I know, but
Okay,
it's really interesting for me because the interesting point of this thing that I saw today. The interesting thing that I saw today is that not only she was speaking about this, but also the reaction that
Good
the
point.
people from America had, like telling her, like, if you don't like it like this, go to your land, come back to your land. And it's like, excuse me, I am just putting this into your knowledge so you know what's going on, So, and doesn't matter, they are robbing me, but also they are robbing you. And so I guess that, like we can say, or maybe they are robbing, maybe that was not your experience from other ones that has been having the same experiences. So to put the information out there is good, but they are like, people is trying to go to your country or something like this. Like she will be touching her balls in her pee, in there in America, So people, first of all, the people is free to go wherever they want because you are born in this world, so you can go.
Yeah, but
People, I don't know, this thing about like, this is my country. What the fuck? It's not your country. Everybody is from.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Every country has that. Every people have that. If you talk American or Russian or Chinese
but there is
or
like
Mongolian or whatever,
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Hey,
now we go there.
It's time.
Finland has to take over control of the southern
I
countries.
have to take over this situation. I tried to be like Monty, but okay. And yes, now today's subject is the silent load. Now silent and then load, or something like this. So hey, explanations.
Well, you have been silent, but you don't load because your screen is stuck.
I cannot download. I don't know, downshift, upshift. I don't
know.
No,
you have to upload, not download. You have to upload.
So okay, upload this, motherfuckers. What would you say that a silent load is?
Oh.
I'm gonna take a pen and paper for this because here is like a big thing. I think no. Wait a second.
Silent load.
With your own words, what is silent load? Silent load.
A silent load.
Yep. That's the stuff.
In which
this is not quite like this. Why am I screaming like this guy from Monty?
What is the silent load that the person carries?
It's like what you say. It's a weight of a pain or a sorrow or a dark period or whatever, stuff like that. Can be a lot of things which you carry with you.
Yeah. For example,
and you carry it with you in your memories, in your mind, in your mindset, in your soul, in your heart, in your body.
Flamencos.
So what do you think? Well, that's a flamingo. That's not really something heavy you carry.
Yeah, you might throw like with pink flamingos, and then you carry it around.
It's typical, We speak about a heavy subject, and what do the Spain go? Come with the flamingo.
We always have alegría and happiness.
Yeah. I would say that this is something that you kind of carry silently. You drag around. For me, the impression is like.
But is it silent?
Silent load is like this. I would be if you have you seen the Conan movie, like the original Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. The silent load could be when he's there, when he's taken from his village and everybody is killed. So he has kind of some. I have to say that he got some bad shit. So he's pushing around kind of meal thing, and then there's people with him, and then he keeps pushing, and he grows like really big. So he has a serious silent load. His mommy got decapitated. They took away everything that he had. They put him like a slave. So he's carrying a silent load. And
just a question just a question in between. Are you still watching that old movies?
The old movies.
I mean, we live a century further, the rest of Europe, Just,
Yes. So, well, when it got, but the Finns was kind of something like, like at some point, for example, if I may say, nobody gave a shit about metal music anymore, but we did get doing it. And now we have pretty good bands and stuff. So we just keep, we keep to something. But yeah, I haven't seen this in like a couple of years, the movie, I guess. But it's a great movie. It's
I've seen
fantastic.
it many years.
Yes. But anyway, I just want to make like a vivid expression. You see some of my fingers go missing. Who knows where they go?
Well, you're still sitting the same. I don't see you moving. Oh, now, yes.
Now,
Yes.
yeah,
No,
your
not
image
again.
is like kind of frozen at times.
Me, sometimes
It's the piano. It's the piano.
Yeah.
it's the weight of the piano. And now like I said, I'm a YouTuber now. I don't know what is this called, this piano flugel thing, but it was really expensive. And I have like a fireplace, so when it gets cold, I would throw there like €5 bills and just to get things started. That's how it
Maybe
goes.
buy a better internet connection.
Yeah. But anyway, I think I will go to
He's
another
a practical
location.
guy.
I think I will go
Yeah.
somewhere else. But yeah, what I wanted to put, if you was the Conan stuff, like a vivid, actually representation of a silent lord. He doesn't say a bloody word, and he keeps pushing the stuff, and he carries all the stuff with him. So I think it's pretty deep thing. And this, for me, the impression in general would be like somebody's really having like you have a rope or chain, and you then you pull it with you, and like a big load of junk, metal, stones, and it's really difficult, and you are going and you don't say anything. That could be a
Yeah, but is that a silent load? Because I think if you have the knowledge and you can see, then you can see that most people who carry a load like that do things which is positive mostly, or sometimes also is negative. But because of, for example, Conan had his memories and all he carried his luggage, like you say, silent load.
yeah.
But because of the silent load, he was really loud and he was really strong, and he battled for the things he battled for. So that wasn't silent.
Yeah, well, good point. Of course, the price was pretty high. Like you've seen your mommy decapitated, your possible everyone you ever known be killed, and then you become a barbarian. I don't want that, but that's a good point in the end because you could see straight how my impression was about the silent law. Like you just said, I saw it as like straightforward, like a negative thing, like you just pointed out.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
it is not negative. I mean,
Explaining that for me, it seems like a silent load is automatically a negative thing. This is what you pointed out from what I said. So that's a good point, I think.
yeah, but there you can see, like, if you put all other live streams together, it's like the flow of life. It's also the chain of life. It's also a part of the way of communicating and stuff like that. And if you put that all together, then you get like life is, yeah, negativity is positivity, and without negativity, it doesn't give positive. And death
Yeah,
brings life, and life brings death. It's the, the flow and the chain of life.
mhm,
So
exactly. So this is also what I've been trying to say before, and exactly good that my impression of the silent load is negative, clearly. So the point being is like the positive and negative, they emerge together. Like you just said, without life, there is no death. Without death, there is no life. So they
no,
are not
it's
set.
it's like
That's what I think. So that was a good
if never somebody had a negative experience in some way, um, then never it gave the energy to create something positive.
Mhm.
Cool, jongen. And that's the thing, yeah, at the top. anyway, and that's the whole thing, you know. That's
Yeah,
I
it is.
think also
Well, for
like
example, what
if you carry a silent load, the biggest strength of it is that you find out what is the load, and you find out, you know, what does it to you and everything, and so you think a lot about it, so you can find the points where you can achieve positive things out of it, and then you win from everything. Hey, where's your piano?
Yeah, I decided to go like now to the downstairs place. Moving on.
Well, you took Spanish with you, or
No.
Spanish went flying?
She there. Okay. So, but that was
Ah,
interesting because actually, in the end, with the whole business of everything, like I didn't even catch you caught me with this in a sense because like I was telling that, and it was clearly a negative approach. It was clearly that I consider without any like anything that it's a negative. The silent load is automatically a negative thing. So that tells something about my thinking and my attitude towards this what we were discussing. So because I didn't even realize that I'm presenting it that is only negative, I guess. So that was really good point.
yeah. I think most people think about it like, if you had bad experience and stuff, and then you go like in a dark world, or maybe you get depressions and all kinds of such things, you know,
Maybe it's
and it has
also
different levels, of course, you know, and some things are so extreme. um, you cannot find out you're alone, you know. You need somebody there, you know. And love, compassion, honor, and respect, you know, like the old basic
mm,
um, worth, you know, are really important there. But that's another topic, you know. But
yeah,
it's really like, if you have, for example, if you have somebody who fell off a dish or table, he knows that falling off a table hurts because he had that bad experience, you know. So he will change the situation that nobody else can fall off the table. You know, it's like that. You know, a little bit, just
mm,
simple said.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's the thing, that there's always positive and negative.
mm. Yeah, and like that's funny because in with myself, I've been presenting a lot to this that without nothing there is not something and all that kind of stuff that everything emerges together, which is my opinion. And then in this, I think it's also about the language because if you say silent load, I guess for me it sounds like the load is like a burden. That's something that you
Hmm.
have to carry, and if you have to carry something, then it's like for some reason for me it seems to be that it goes to the negative side. So but it doesn't necessarily mean maybe you have to or you get to carry your kid. It's not negative, man. I don't know, maybe I don't know if
No,
my
it's
listening goes with that really well.
yeah, but maybe that's a good example. Like carrying a kid is a heavy burden, you know,
Yeah.
and it brings a lot of pain, and it brings a lot of weakness also, you know, because a woman who is pregnant is weak. Also, it's logic. She cannot run as fast or whatever, you know, stuff like that. And so yeah, I do think pregnancy is a heavy thing. It's like a load, you know. You're carrying a load with you. You have to shoot it out sometime. That was just
Mm,
fun. But but in the end, it gives life.
mm,
So, you know, and that's the whole thing. You know, it's really, yeah. I really believe as maybe you should put the word different. It's not a load. It's not a burden. Um, it can feel like a burden, you know, and it can really feel really, yeah, yeah.
well, maybe there is like something if let's say that how do you think
It
like
depends
past
on what it is.
yeah. Mm. Well
Like
how about
if you look. if you lost a loved one, you can never replace that, whatever you do. So, and that will always stay a burden. But if you had a bad experience because somebody else hurted you, then you can find out from why was it even possible that that person hurted me, or there can be thousands of things, and then you can change the burden into something positive. That's the difference. So there is a difference about which silent load do you speak about.
Yeah. In that sense, how do you think then? Like, if you have past memories, how they in there we kind of brushed there already. But if you have past memories, how they will affect the ability to move forward. So like to let go or like this.
Well, I think if
If
somebody
you hold
has
on to past memories, if you hold on to something that happened in the past or like this, so more like that. So how do you think it affects the ability to move forward then?
well, if you hold on past memories and you don't find out what's the positive thing in it, or you can change it, or you don't get energy from it, or strength, or whatever, then those negative past, let's say it like that, the negative past will always keep you in a negative world, and it will always trap you. And and in that sense, you give the negativity still the power to affect all your life and every thing you do in life. And for example, if I go out of the door and I'm sad and down and everything, yes, all the people who I met will only see a sad and down person. So most most people won't talk with a person who is down and sad. So I do not get contact with people. But if I get out of the door with a smile on my face, and that's the difference, because then the people do react on you. So yes, it has a big impact on your life, and I really think also like personal experiences. I really think the whole social world should be changed because of that. Even though psychologists should be retrained, the whole school system should be different in a psychological way. Uh, it all has to be different, because also, like we talked about assurances, what goes about the money, most psychologists are also about the money. They don't want to help you. They only want to earn
More.
money about you, and you are the product. So if they help you, the product goes. It's like that.
That sounds
Some,
kind of clear.
not everyone, but
I think that sounds pretty. But well, basically, so what you're saying about this, that how the past, holding on to past memories affect you, so you don't move forward, because if you feel and you hold on to some negative stuff or like some really sad stuff and you cannot let go, you are gonna stay still, or you don't move on, you don't move forward. The world will move on, but you won't. I guess
yes,
more.
yes,
I guess. Yeah, I think I would agree with that. I guess, and for me, it's like in the end, I will go also to this, that exactly you create your reality even with that, because when you go out from the door smiling, you will face a different reality than if you go like this, like you just said. So there is a degree then, which is interesting on my view, that till what degree you can change the reality and create it the way you want it. Because it's about perspective a lot. What do you think and how do you feel about it, on my view?
well, it doesn't go really about what you want. It is what life brings you, and experiences bring you, and your heart brings you, and stuff like that, and your brain has not much to do about it. No, it's your personality, I guess. Your brain only guides your personality through it.
I'm not sure if I can. For me, I would say more that there is like that it kind of happens in your brain. So I would say that your brain kind of creates the reality in that sense, and in a way, if you say it that way, what you said, for me it seems more like then things happen to you, that the world brings things on, and then it seems like you are not in, like you're more like a victim in a way, that things just keep
No,
happening, other than
it's
the way that you kind of decide how things are. But maybe that can be another discussion on total.
yeah, because just think of it. You can have like your thoughts. You think about everything, and and for example, you have a sad day, whatever, maybe even just because of the weather is sad, something like that. Just
Yeah.
put on a smile on your face. Just keep that smile 20 seconds, and your whole thinking changes.
Yeah, that's
Your
gonna change.
whole feeling.
Yeah,
So who is controlling your life? Is it your feelings? Is it your brain? Is it your who is controlling? Well, it's your personality. Your personality is like what we talked about. People have to watch the other streams. We talked about the water and how the water flows and everything inside your body, and I guess that's the whole thing. That's your personality, that's your energy, your aurora and everything. And
But if we follow the logic that you are making, also like when you have to give the order to put the smile in your face, even if you don't want to, is the brain who is controlling that order. But who is impulsing the order? I will say, like, you can call it personality, you can call it soul, or you can call it your chemistry or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because
I think nobody knows.
well, yeah, but I think that is something like it's an impulse of chemistry that makes the difference of wanted to put the smile or not wanted. Even if you don't want, but there is like an ultimate thing that pushes you inside of you to take that
well,
to
I
order
remember.
that decision.
it's
No, you know what I mean?
it's just
Maybe
a
some
thought
psychologists
I just get.
yes.
It's just a thought I just get when you're speaking.
Mhm.
Could it be the memory of your water? Like
Mhm.
you've been every day like a happy person, for example, and then something sad happens, and the memory of your water, of your body, brings that into your mind.
Mhm. Could be
Well, it's
like
a
the
Could be.
chemistry. Yes,
and we are
yes,
like
could be like.
70% of it. Why not? In a sense,
Mhm.
Hmm.
I have something interesting to say on my own behalf, but I fail to remember what that was.
Eh,
Um,
well, I wanted to because I lost the most of what you guys have said because I lost the connection.
Hmm.
But I wanted to 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 give my opinion about what is like the title. No, what is the
yes,
title?
the silent load.
The silent. I know.
Well,
The silent load. Yeah, the silent load. I think that the
Sorry.
load is something that we are. Yes.
Hmm.
Oh,
Finland fell out of his room.
maybe he went into the piano. So I think
He
I.
has to bring away a silent load, I guess. Oh
yes,
yeah,
sorry,
he's back again.
I have to wake up the butler to bring me cookies.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
Okay.
I think that the load is something that we carry, and I think like the silent load is like because normally if you have a load, then you will verbalize that you have a load, no, many times. But when it's a silent load that you don't even tell about this, because even tell about this will is painful, it's a load, as well. This is, I think, what means the silent load, you know, when people carry it like a burden, but they are not even able to or see it. They can feel it, but they are not able to describe what is it, and 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 they are not gonna be able either to verbalize it. Did it happen to you like that?
Well, life will do that for you.
Yeah, but I mean, like, did you have this kind of load? Or well, and it's difficult to find out because you can be lying to yourself in many, like they talk about the shadow, and this is the part that we don't never want to see from ourselves, But it's so
No,
important because
Been there, done that.
it's us.
Was scary.
me privately, I carried a load. I discovered, I discovered it in the moments where I think it was heavy for me, and I think the modern world is a bit weird, but I really noticed that for some people you carry a load, but isn't a load, but you seek help, but there is no help, and all things like that because you are help itself for others or something. It's a really weird story. It sounds really crazy, I know, but no, I didn't carry a load. Yeah, maybe I do, but that's private. Anyway,
Yeah.
Very
But
happy.
okay,
it's a thing. It's a
but
thing. I don't really carry a load like in the sense like
for example, I will go like, for
which
example,
bothers me.
I will go like, for example, like when we are kids, most of the most important age is from 0 to 6, they say, and then this is what is going to determine the rest of your life perception and stuff because of all the experiences that you have. Of course, you can change and you can review all this stuff, but the thing is, like, many times we are just carrying stuff, that we are not conscious about this, but they are like making us like to not advance, in life. And many of these things comes from childhood, actually. How, for example, your first experiences, like related to get in touch with other people or with your family, how your parents treated you, or how your siblings treated you, or how in the school you managed, like, or the opportunities that you had, if you had made like many things or less things, and how have you overcome, and what tools have you developed, in each situation, to overcome each situation that happened to you. And that like, you kind of fight, for to not fight, but you try, you start to survive, in a way. But there is like something that you are gonna have, like, hidden stuff of the experience that is there, and it's not so easy because, like, many times we have put it so under, so in the, how do you say, like, dig something and put it in a
Buried.
place, yeah, bury it, that you are not able to even take it out, from there, and to review what happened to you, and to like to understand, no, because maybe in the moment that you were a kid, you were not able to understand what happened, so I think, like, for example, one of these points will be like childhood, like the starting point of this this low secret note, how is it, like the load, the silent load, no?
Most
But
loads come from there.
yeah, but can be also for your first experience, with when you have like a sex with someone, that is kind of like, I think, like, it's, at least for me, was like a big experience. And I don't know for you guys, like it was impacting me from, for a good thing, I was lucky, in that sense. Like I can tell that the most of the people that I know, they are not so lucky for the first experience, but mine was like great. But what about, like, when it's your first experience with the opposite opposite sex or same sex or whatever, like it
Was
was.
terrible, is terrible, and will always stay terrible because women always nag and nag and nag.
What the fuck? Then of course, then another thing is like the sex itself.
Yeah.
How did you find the sex out of it? It could have been that you had been abused, or you have been, like many other things, no? And you have to carry with this in life. Imagine the people that has been having like these kind of things, they carry a silent load, a
A
very
big one.
silent, yeah, a big one, because when you talk
Mm.
about it, the people will crucify you because,
Mhm.
look at her or him, he had this sexual thing going on. What happened to him or her? Or for example, normally the people, the relatives, they don't believe you,
Mm.
like
I have
if
one
it's
more.
a heavy stuff, they question the victim in many occasions. They don't even give
That's the
a chance.
thing
That's
you hear a
terrific.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, or like, or what about, like, for example, if we talk about other things, not sex, not first relations, but for example, like something that you really wanted in life, and that you expected, like, the people that is next to you, like, to give you a hand, on this, not a hand but a support or something, that, because I don't know, maybe you need it at some point, but the things fail, and people fail, and
I
but of course,
I
people
think
carry on, but people carry on and they survive the stuff, but they carry the memory of the pain that situation was given to them,
to
and that's
I,
to give
I think.
everything. The Finland you talk.
Go ahead.
Okay, I think everything. If you want to keep it kind of really simple, because else I can tell a story about a few hours. But if you put everything in it, um, I really believe, as a parent myself, and I really believe parents should really watch on feelings of their children, and and
totally
talk with
agree.
the children about that, and not make it a really big thing, because it are children and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
on the other hand, um, the children should be feel free to talk about their feelings, whatever it is,
totally.
and I think that will change the world, because most parents, of most, I don't know most, but a lot of parents um, are so busy with themselves, and have their own problems, and stuff like that, and they want the children to achieve something so that they themselves feel better. It's not for the kid, it's for themselves, and then they force the children to be something they're not, and
Exactly.
that's just watch your child is the better version of yourself,
Yeah, they are
and
pure.
just watch on it, and just guide a little bit, because you have experiences a child has not, and I think that's the biggest thing, and then, like I said, I can talk hours about it, but that's the basic thing, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, basically, and well, the interesting stuff, well, to say that it's a better version of yourself, that's already a little bit like in the limits, in a sense, because it's in a way it's true, but also that could mean for someone that then you are trying to create yourself again, and then it should be doing better than what you did and not what the kid wants to
No, no,
do
no,
himself in
no,
that
no,
sense.
no,
See it like, I know that you
no.
don't mean it that way, but in a way to say that it could for someone mean that, for on my view. Basically, one thing that is actually also is that there is like a slight problem in this, in at least for me, I think has been that maybe something was explained to you and when you were a kid, but then there's also how the kid receives it. In that sense, it's like I feel that there has been some stuff on my in my case, for example, that maybe I asked something or maybe something was explained, but I didn't. Maybe it was explained perfectly, but I still didn't quite understand it. So I tried this kind of stuff that I talked to the kid that is in me. And I have to say that it was a strong experience. I tried it. I should have done it more, but I did it. And there was for me a moment I told, I was thinking, what would I say to the kid that when I was a kid, what would I say to that kid? And I have to say that the thing that what I said, I almost like, I get moved even now thinking about it. I said to the kid basically that, you know what? I am older now. I know things. So you don't have to worry about it. That I know shit now. So I can help you. I was telling this to myself, like the kid version to myself. And that is
As an adult.
it just came from somewhere, you know, like that was somehow being in my subconscious or something that it seems to be for me that not to make claims. Maybe people explained me something perfectly, but I just didn't get it. So now I was telling this to myself, and that was kind of something. So in a way, you can also be really good with this, and I guess one would have to make sure in some manner that if you have a kid, that you make sure that the kid actually walks away understanding what was the stuff that you was there, you know, or something like this. But that was my experience on this matter.
I think yeah, you can maybe tell your inner kid like I have now my answers, and you can give that to your kid. You know, for example, is somebody still there? I don't know. Or I'm talking to just the internet. You know, can be. I don't know. Seems like
Go
it.
ahead.
Nah, but you can talk to your inner kid. But what did I want to say? Oh yeah. But isn't it that kid what used to be there, you know, and then we come back on the load, the silent load. It's like the child what used to be there, you know, like your old child, you know. But you are now there where you are. And if the child wasn't the child who it was, you wouldn't be there where you are now. And that's the biggest
Of
thing.
course, yes,
So
if everything that has happened to me created me
do,
basically who I am now, but I guess that is more like an emotional, and if you feel like there is something that you felt insecure when you were a kid, that's like a sort of like a more therapeutical thing to feel more okay about it. Because obviously,
yeah,
like for
yeah,
me, like,
it can help, of course, you know.
and
But
for me, it was really. Let's say that I am not a person who cries for every single movie that I watch. If there is like a Bambi or something, you know, it's like if I would, who gives a caca about it anyway? You can do it if you want to, but I'm not so. Maybe when I got a bit older, maybe I became a little bit more like affected about many things. But basically, I was surprised how strong the situation was, how strong I felt about it. Like when I was telling this, I was about to like, I was really like, I like it was super like a powerful thing somehow for me
yeah,
and
but
stuff.
that's because you came in a situation where you felt somehow so strong and good and everything in yourself that you could see the things what happened in your past. So you could see your own load, you know, for example, your own silent load. And that's the experience, and that experience hurts, that gives pain, that gives stress or whatever, you know. But that's the way you have to go, you know. The way is not lighthearted, you know. But if you go through it, then it's only light what stays there, and you shouldn't change the kid you once were, because a kid can never be wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, of course, then you can
No,
argue.
a kid can never be wrong. A kid is created by the
Yes, and
parents.
like
The
exactly what I said.
parents.
I've explained everything, and like I just didn't understand it. So this is what I said, that you should make sure that when you tell something to your kid, that they understand also.
No,
And all
sometimes they don't. They don't need to understand. They should experience it.
Yeah, sure. I guess it depends how you look at the whole situation. But
Every situation counts, no?
I
But
don't mean that way, because the whole point is like, okay, sure, you can tell something, and there is like, you have most of the things you have to do to really understand something. You cannot be explained many things. You have to experience it. Let's put it that way. But if you explain something, you should make sure that the opposite side understand what you have said, because at least for me, that is the feeling that I get, that when I was a kid, maybe I asked something, I was explained, but I didn't somehow understand the explanation. And it's like unconsciously even came this to me then, that I had to tell, what I told to myself as a kid was that, hey, now I know the things, so don't worry, I can help you.
that's
So I had
what I guess that you want to mean is what I guess that you want to mean is about like that explanation will build also the security of that you are. It's like a sensation of safety, no?
You shouldn't explain everything to a kid.
No, that's not at all what I'm trying to say. No, obviously you shouldn't, and you shouldn't even try. You need to let them experience this. This is not what I say, but I'm just saying that if you explain something and you have a point that you want to come across, okay, sure, they need to experience it. But in a way, in my case, I felt like I asked, was explained in some manner, maybe even really good, but I still didn't understand it. So it could have been better for me that I would have understood what was told to me. Usually, if you tell someone something, that so that they understand what you said, is better than they don't. So
Yeah,
I guess
but is it then your fault as a kid, or is it the fault of the parent who was there?
In the end, I wouldn't care in a sense whose fault it is. I think it's more just what is the situation that I have as an adult. I have discussed to myself as a kid. So I have told something to myself, and this is what came out. So in the end, doesn't even matter in that sense whose fault it is or whatever. And in a way, on my view, if you want to put fault, it's not my fault. It's not the kid's fault, of course. It's the adult should be the responsible one. That is always, like you say, in that sense, it's not a kid's fault.
Yes.
But I wouldn't care whose fault. I don't want to make any blames. I just wanted to vocalize that for me, that was a very powerful thing. And in a way, like I don't change. In a way, I don't know if I would change. Well, I hit my sister with the pirate gun once in the head, hard. My big sister. I might want to think that through. Like maybe I should have not. She didn't get badly hurt, but there was probably a risk that something bad could have happened. So maybe I should have not done that. My father reacted, and I had he did already, so I can tell that the violence that happened. I had a hand mark on my butt, that if somebody hits you in the butt enough, you're gonna have a mark. So I had it. And I consider that I deserved that, although I don't believe in violence. But at the time, it was 70s in Finland, so I think that was deserved. But yeah, that may be enough of that. So Spain, we've been trying to talk here things. We did, and you are here. Hey, how do you think that holding on to past memories then would influence your ability to move forward, for example? I think we have rubbed on that also. And
yeah, well, I think that this is quite determinant about how you process these things. No, one thing that Mark what I was catching is about how you overcome the things that you are conscious, and this is you get abilities or tools to overcome this if you can. If not, you are gonna go in a survival mood, and you will you have two choices: or you live or you die. So it's not much there. But the problem is that what you do with the silent ones, with the ones that you are not conscious about this, and they determine your life actually. Because and that's problematic, because how do you treat this? How do you many
what
times
you don't know,
Claro,
what you don't know, you cannot treat.
exactly. So it's a really good thing. There are tools there to find out these things that you don't know actually, and it could be like and this is why I
But
think
is
like
it truth?
well, is the truth is like is observation and thinking about things, by comparison, meaning like
And
in
so,
the end, so let me explain what I think about this. So the problem is like the parts that we don't see from us, no? So like you said, if we are not conscious about these parts, we cannot do much about this. So we go in automatic pilot, let's put it like this. So what can I do to unfold the stuff that I have put down? There are many ways, actually. There are people that has studied meditation and other kind of things that they are not any bullshit, and they are based in observation. Actually, observation of the natural phenomena that occurs outside that also reflects what happens to us, but we are not conscious about this. But we are just as
but
we are just as simple,
question.
like we are not so different from a tree or from a grass or from a donkey or from whatever,
Hey, now I know. Now I know why the Dutch fought an 80-year wars against Spain. It's really like I'm not that different than a tree. Of course. Now we want to get liberated from the Spanish. That's really that's something different, but that's the thing. That's
I'm still
No,
waiting for it.
but the stuff is like
yeah.
there are tools to find these things out, and
Yeah, but do you want to?
of course I want to, because the point is
Why?
what I think, what I think.
Why?
This is how I
If
feel.
you are not conscious about it, if you are not conscious about it, and you are happy with your life, really happy, truly happy, it's not like, oh, I'm okay with it and now it's good. You don't have the pains,
I
Why
mean,
should
if
As
you
you
you don't
want
say,
to
know it, it
find out?
doesn't. That you don't know it doesn't hurt you. Is that what you say, basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
but the stuff is a load. The problem is when I feel the load, that
No,
is silent.
how can it be a load if you don't know it? And you say you feel the load. If you feel the load, then you know it.
Well, I will give you a practical explanation. You have a cancer, but you have not gone to check it. But you see that you have like problems, for example, for eating. You are feeling the burden, but you don't know what is going on to you because
Yeah,
you
but
don't know.
then you
No,
notice
it's
a
the same
problem.
thing. No, but the same thing. The people that feels a lot of something, the stuff is like they are being bothered by something, but they cannot find where is the point where they
Yeah,
can
like
correct
that.
the situation. Do you understand? So that this is
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean. There are many things that we bury down, and I am not talking even about like well like like
the shit outside
psychoanalyst
like a
stuff.
cow.
No, no, I mean like I am not talking about like psychoanalyst things, but it's about like experiences that has been there that has make us react in a certain ways, that we have created a pattern for to react in a certain manner, but we are not conscious about that. If we will change, or we will understand that point, those points, then you can create another different answer to what has happened to you, and to not act in automatic, and to
Yeah.
dissolve the load actually, because you
Right,
go,
but
you want.
then there has
Yes.
to be someone. There has to be someone who tells you, and there are people in the world that way can be in many ways. Yeah.
Mm.
But there is somebody in the world who can tell you, for example, if you walk with that problem, goes for everybody, maybe you cannot see it because you're in it. Yeah. And then somebody comes in some way, can be many ways, and that person shows you that. And
Yes,
then you see it.
but the interesting thing of this is that it's you who sees this. Because if you are not able to see, even if the person I can be like telling you, colega, do you see this? You see it. You see it. There's this. It's a 6. And there is like a 6. But then you don't understand the code. That is behind the 6, because you I don't know. You maybe you only see a draw. But you don't understand that there is a number. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
if you are not able, you have to be able to see. You know what I mean? And that only happens
Mhm.
when you really want to go into your things. And that is, I am going to tell us a personal experience that happened to me. And people is going to freak out with this. Probably they are going to say like mambo jumbo blah blah. But that makes me to make a difference in my life. It was tarot, really tarot. Tarot has been a tool for me that because it's not the tarot itself. You could do it with whatever image in your life, actually, just by looking at landscape. I am always telling the people this stuff. But the tarot, it's just like it's working with images that you just have to look into this. And basically what you are doing is to put a mirror to yourself, meaning like it's like when you describe that stuff that is over there, you are talking about yourself. It's unbelievable, but the stuff is like then you start to see this, and I am not telling like the people not only to follow like a tarotist or something like no. I am telling that this is a tool that you can use it yourself, that you don't need anyone else reading this to you. Of course, like then it's difficult for you to make this exercise and stuff, like then you can someone can help you, and I have done
It's
this.
it is really it is really
But
like so. I'm a really sober Dutch guy, and really
yeah,
like Dutch are Dutch are not like putting things high up and believing in weird stuff and all those things. Most. And my experience is exactly what you say. I never believed in tarot cards. I don't use them myself or whatever.
mhm.
I have nothing to do with them. Let's keep it neutral. I had some tarot card readings did to me, and I don't know why, but my experiences and the moments I came like, really like what's this stuff, what's going on, I'm now years later, and I'm experiencing things what the tarot card said years back. It's not that they talk in the future. That's bullshit,
Mhm.
But they showed me the mirror, and it took me years to come at that point so I could look in the mirror,
Exactly.
And
The stuff is like you only
that's
are
the
going to
thing
be
with
able
tarot
to
card.
then you are going to be able to see what you want to see, meaning that when you are prepared and ready for to receive the information is the moment. And people doesn't really understand this till they make the stuff. And it's like, for example, I am not a
Yeah, but
believer or anything like this, but if I have read another people, no, or another um, spiritual things, no, and it's the same process actually. If you want to see, you will see. The other people that doesn't want to see, so if I
now I don't know where you about.
telling you, for example, if I keep on telling you like Pues mira, I don't see anything. Pues okay, with this attitude, of course,
Yeah,
like
but where are you
don't
talking
want to see
about now?
anything and you don't wanna see. Yes, tell me.
Where do you talk about now at the moment? Because before you were talking about the tarot cards, but now you talk about to see something what's not there, but if you see it, it's there.
No,
You
no,
know
no, no. I am talking
where
about the
where
same.
you talk about.
I am talking about the same. To see this part, this
Lord,
load, the load that you carry.
Mhm.
So you can see, o sea, if you want to see the load, I am putting concrete. If you want to see the load, you are able to see when you allow yourself to see it. But for example, if you have been like really like it's called abnegation. That's the word, like you deny to yourself something that it's just hitting in your nose all the time. And the state of abnegation can be so big, for that, it's not to blame anyone, but it can be so big that it just is making really difficult your life.
can I ask a question?
Yes.
In a way, it's like, how can the same mind, because I guess if we talk about this, it's like, let's say that you have a load or you have a problem. How can the same mind that's in the problem solve the problem? I don't know if that makes much sense.
Because it needs input from outside.
Claro.
Yeah, but it's still the same mind that is having the problem. So it
No.
has to understand the input in that sense.
No,
Or it changes the
we
mind.
we are social beings. We need input from outside. We need
I
love.
fully
We need respect. We need worth. We need experiences with other people. All those things. And I really believe the biggest political business thing in this modern world is to let the women stand up against the men because of reasons nobody knows. And the other thing is that everybody thinks that they have to live for themselves. Everybody lives for themselves. That's the foolish, stupidest thing in the world, because we are social people. We are social. We are social animals.
Animals.
We want
Those are
to
animals.
shit together outside in the forest, all together.
Yeah.
Just do it. It brings a bond. And the government stand us in the way. You get a fine for doing that. It's like
Yeah.
get a
Total agree.
I have done it sometime.
Bravo.
Okay, but hey, how about nostalgia? Is that a positive or negative thing? What do you think?
I think it's good. I think it's
Force
good.
of negative or positive or both, or you don't care?
Nostalgia.
I always have the saying. If you know your history and you know what's possible in the future, you can live happily at the moment.
Okay. Well put.
If you understand the past and you know the future, then you can live in peace at the moment. So in that way. Why am I so big in the screen?
Because you are talking.
Well, because it's a moment of reflection and.
It's a moment
It's
of
a
reflection.
moment of Dot's wisdom.
Exactly.
Yeah,
take a shit outside in the forest.
Yes.
Or in the field.
I will
Or in
highly
the village. I don't care.
It is liberating. I would bring toilet paper. That's pretty I have to say that I have done that countless times.
By the way, I have to buy toilet paper that I don't have at home.
But hey, okay.
I forget.
I just use the weeds.
No, the sour. Joder.
I'll be back.
All the maple leaves of all that kind of leaves. But I have to remind you that if you like to talk about the cow stuff and other things which are maybe even more interesting, you should definitely consider subscribing, leaving comments as well, and hit the bell. So subscribe to when we are on. Yeah.
By the way, I want to find, because for if people doesn't know it, you were talking about Conan the other day. Also the other day, some minutes
Other day.
ago.
Yeah. Well, the time
The other
passes
day,
differently.
yeah, and then
And here in my mansion is, of course, what can I say? Moving on.
And then I will recommend, if someone has not been never there and happens to be in Spain,
In the area.
in the area, yes. I am gonna put here, like for people, like if they want to find out where some part of the movie was recorded. Is in I'm gonna share it. Wait a second, that I just found it. Let's see. Share screen. I will recommend to everyone to visit La Ciudad Encantada. It's in Cuenca, in Spain, which is so beautiful place that you cannot imagine. And there was like in one of our live thing, Suomipoika was describing that the most amazing thing that he saw in his life, it was the sky full of stars and the Milky Way there and stuff. Well, that's the place. So there is like a little park in there, so that if you can go with a car and sleep over there in the forest, well, in the mountain, you are gonna flip out. The way of arriving there is amazing, and I can guarantee you that, well, you can eat so good in the area, and the people is so nice that, well, I just recommend you to go to this place. But that was it.
Yeah.
And I know I am not getting promoted or paid by these people, but I love to share the beautiful places that I found in my.
All this, and we are not even getting paid for this. Oh dear.
No,
Damn.
we are not.
What am I watching at?
Yeah, I don't know.
This is Cuenca, La Ciudad Encantada, and
Yeah. What's that?
this is a place where Conan the Barbarian was filmed.
Some part of it, I guess.
Some part of it, and it's in Spain, and it's so fantastic because I guess like the tourist people, they only used to go to the coast, But Spain has
but that's
all the territory has some, amazing stuff, and I would like that that people look at this.
But they first have to buy coffee.
Of course. Or they can make something better. They can buy us a lot of coffee so that we can go, the three of us together, and the person that wants to buy us a lot of coffee, and we can have their like tortilla, the patatas, the 3 beers that we were asking the other day.
And if they buy enough, I will promise. If they buy enough, I will do a fine, because I'm talking about it all evening. I will do a freedom shit somewhere in the park.
Okay. Well, I think it's a
if they
area,
buy enough.
Yes.
Hello, it's nature,
You have to pay the fine, remember.
I'm nature,
Yeah.
So I will take the fine for myself. Oh no, you always get the fines, Spain. You said that. You always get the fine, so I have no problem. I'm Dutch. It says enough. Everybody thinks we're stupid anyway, so.
Live long and prosper.
Do you think so? I don't think so. I don't think
in
that
a
the
good
people...
way. In a good way.
I think
in
actually, like, I have a good, like a good memories from Holland,
Yeah, everybody has, Everybody knows.
Well, I also have a hard ones. I also have a hard ones, but but
everybody has memories from Holland. What? Okay.
Yeah,
Well, some people
well,
doesn't have memory from Holland at all because they have the coffee shops there and all these things,
Yeah.
you know.
you have to see a
They
Dutch
have like
person
a
once,
wide.
and then you have memories.
From the whole thing.
That's
Uh,
that's the Dutch.
Anyone who
Anyway,
is now or later, you can leave us comments. How can you have you overcome this like situation and move forward? What helped you and how did you overcome
Yeah.
it? That could be
Or
nice.
if you, yeah, or if they have found, for example, like something that was really hidden there and then boop, pop up, or it was allowed to see the load.
yeah, what triggered it? What triggered it that the load came out? You know, I want to know. Yeah.
That sounds depending. Maybe I'm just having a dirty imagination, but what happened that the load came out? Yeah. Well, this is something now. There's something called bodily functions.
I really said something really deep. You know, I want to know their feelings and stuff. And you
I
come,
understand.
yeah.
I understand.
Mm.
From my like I don't know, crocodile skin sofa here now in the Spain. Oh, you are not here. I'm here. I have the piano and everything. Yeah, I
You are
understand.
not
But
here.
no.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you understand. You know, I know too. You know, like I said, if they buy enough coffee, I will do a really silent deep load in the park in Spain.
I like that
So,
expression, but maybe we should now kind of like the bodily functions might should well. Um, um, how about what would be a good strategy if people have like because could be one reason why you don't move forward, your fear of change. And I have to say that I have been like having at some points, especially when I was younger, I had this impression that when I do this, then things are ready, and then they wouldn't maybe
I
change
have
so
to
much.
go a sec. I have to go a sec. Wait a sec.
Okay, no problem.
Come back, return. So strategies for fear of change. What do you say, Spain? At the moment,
Yes.
I'm back on my
Well,
sofa here. Listen. Oh, I disappeared.
I think like to step out of the comfort zone is one thing that will trigger and reveal a lot of stuff. You know, for example, if you are used to do something different, I don't know. If you every day you have a routine of, I don't know, taking the fork with the, o sea, stupid things, no? Taking the fork with the right hand, start to make something with the left hand, you know, like to not be in automatic. So there is like when you start to do these kind of things, then you really start to pay attention about the stuff that is going on for you. Because otherwise, I have seen myself many times that I am just doing something, but I am not having my head in the things that I am doing. I don't know if it, guys, has happened to you that you are dissociated. It's called. No, you are in one thing, and you have your mind in pénjamo, like we say in Spain. The pénjamo is some kind.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now you froze for me. Oh dear. It's like a flamingo move at the moment. I cannot hear or see anything. Hola, España. Hola. Well, I would have to say that there is an interesting. There was some guy, for example. So there was some bold dude, not a Dutch guy who is an alien, but so a few years back I saw a video and there was a guy basically saying that to do something like which is like doesn't feel really comfortable. It's like you're in a queue, you're buying your groceries. There's a cashier in a queue. Then comes a situation that somebody in front of you moves forward, and then try for a couple of seconds that you don't move forward, and you can feel somehow usually like a pressure that you would need to move forward because this is an expectation, this is how it should be, and like this, I don't know, that's like one thing. And it's since for example that kind of stuff for me generally would be probably like uncomfortable. So basically that would be going out of your comfort zone. That would be very simple thing to do, and it's I should suggest for the hell of it, try it. Right? Did you hear me, Spain?
Yes.
That's something really, really like kind of surprisingly difficult, I would say, and interesting. You should try. Probably won't get your ass kicked or anything, but it could, maybe somebody gets pissed off or whatever. So
That's good.
Yeah, when you kind of like not automatize to automatize the things that you do in the daily things, it starts to, like I said, like it changes something. Just whatever thing that you normally do it the other way around, or do something different, and like something will come. I don't know why, but it's just happened, and then it starts, like it comes a new thing there that makes you to think about other things, and that triggers the thing that you don't know how to confront, or the thing that is difficult for you, and then you are kind of like experiencing some anxiety or some whatever feelings, and then you have to see what's going on. This is one way, but one tool for me, I have told before, is this this tarot is amazing. The meditation through tarot. This is my thing that I have, like it has revealed myself totally.
I accomplished like really like tarot cards are really good. I never believed in them, but that what they brought to me were some answers I needed. For me, I don't think it's like tarot cards is the thing I need daily or whatever. It's not my kind of way. Not that way. But
No.
I do think that from time to time, people should talk with somebody who knows tarot cards, but really knows tarot cards, because I really think like the hype what's around tarot cards is really like they can tell your future, and that's bullshit. They cannot tell your future. They can only say what's in you, and like what you said, like a mirror. The
I'm gonna give you
future
an example.
is your own thing.
I'm gonna give you an example. When you are just by the gesture of doing, because I have them here, by the way, I have here my favorite deck that I use a lot, but with only the simple thing that you are taking a deck, is you are like this ritual, no, of taking the deck, and I am gonna see, this is the point where it's like I want. So the message that you are sending is I want to see, I want to find out. And the point is not the tarot, it's not the cards. The people doesn't understand this. It's the process of this, the process when I take this and I say, I have power. When I do this, it's like I have power, and what I see is the important thing. This is what no one wants you to see. Never. That you have power within, and doesn't matter the rules from others, the countries, the nations, anything. This is why the witches were persecuted, and many other things, because when people has this kind of
I'm also a witch.
And when the people wants to see and develop themselves, you become a threat for the powers.
It's still the same way.
Yes, it didn't change. Do you see? It didn't change.
You are not. Maybe you are literally not just murdered the stake, but as you probably know, most of the witches were women. There was some men, and then it also became a hysteria, which has not changed. If you look at recent past, there has been a lot of things that it's a bloody hysteria. It's kind of interesting. And by the way, now I will also say that if you like our content, consider donating us. Buy me a coffee. Like we have said, Mark will do some questionable things in the forest. If you put enough, I can put, like a new, like a golden painting on my new mansion that I bought already with the buy me coffee things, and little fireplace and everything. So I can hire another butler so I can have one for the night, because this one has to sleep and it's terrible inconvenience for me. Who will get me the cookies then? I don't know. But
Hey,
yeah,
if you pay me enough, I will be your butler.
Fair enough. Yeah, we can think about.
Hey, I just said that, and we came a little bit closer to each other.
Yeah, literally. Indeed.
Spain get away a little bit. Yeah, like that. So.
Do we have the link QR code? Spain, can you beat the glue?
He's got money here.
Beat the glue and put the link, or does it deny us
the link
access
to what?
to the coffee thing?
Okay.
Do we have
yes,
it there?
Of course. You mean to go to the La Ciudad Encantada in Spain? Of course. Here, wait a second. One moment. Let's see. Share stream.
Have to log in with the right account.
If you want us to be in La Ciudad Encantada in Cuenca, where Conan was, just buy us coffee much as you can, and we will be there. You can join us too.
It is 10:30 in the night. We don't want coffee.
It's for free. Why not?
There has to be kind of a lot of coffee, but hey, anyway, the point is that we will make a stream there if you get there at some point. I guess maybe you need a Starlink or something.
No, I have the intention of opening because I am a little bit crazy person, but because I have a van and I used to travel through Europe and so on, and my wish is to open a channel for to make this kind of traveling, and so the places where I go and my ways that are a little bit different from others' ways. Of course, like we are all different, so why not? So yes.
Yeah, we are all different, and then you have the Spanish.
Yes, the Spanish, which are more different still.
If she does something, just go watch it. It's like, oh my god,
Okay.
In a good way.
Don't buy us anything. Don't buy us anything. Maybe they're negative.
Yeah, like
it's not negative. It's positive. It's like authentic. We are three authentic people together, and that's a good thing.
Exactly.
We know what we say, and that's why we always laugh about, even though if we make like bad jokes or something, it's still like, oh yeah, that's good,
Yes.
So, but hey, then, how important it is to let go of the past, and then move forward to a more positive future, thinking that if there's a negative past,
you can see there's the Spanish, and we have a really bad past of 80 years of war, and you see, we are friends,
Claro, now we are in the European Union, and we have a respectable, how do you say, like economic trading, like
I just wonder. I have to say that maybe one can start considering the fact in that sense that maybe it was more honest when you were in the war than what is going on nowadays. At least you know what was going on, man. It's like enemy there, kill now. In that sense, now it's like trading, God knows what, tarot cards, talking online, and I don't know, aliens and conspiracies. That was simple. What, 80 years ago, you just call war. War. It's like it feeds the rich and buries the poor. That's pretty much the case, I guess. What happens. So that's what just seems like it would have been more simple. himself. I don't know anymore what I'm saying.
There comes the Finnish wisdom.
Indeed.
The
We are.
Scandinavian wisdom. It's really like I don't know, Nordic lights.
lights
They
in
flow
Europe.
around like way.
The
We're
northern
hippies.
Nordic
Yeah.
lights.
I have seen them a couple of times. They are kind of interesting. And you can see them now. It's not so special anymore. You can see them around, I don't know, in Holland and Spain and, all these kind of funny countries that there's like strange people and aliens living. So,
Well, if you don't take a shit in the forest, then the leaves, you can't see shit.
Oh dear. Okay, enough with the bowel movement. So, but hey.
Just some Dutch logic,
Yeah.
Ay, madre. La Virgen.
But that's the thing. Like if you look to it, we are talking about like a silent load. You thought like Finnish thought like it was really a negative thing. I said in the beginning it's a positive thing, and that we talk about the whole situation is. I mean, if you really go into it, it's a really deep and emotional, painful thing what people carry with them. There are a lot of things, but like if you look to it like how the evening goes, we still feel a lot of positivity.
Yeah, well,
We go in it with the positivity because I think like a lot of people, I think most people, sadly enough, but it is the truth. We all had our experiences like everybody has, and we all know what pain is, we all know what sadness is, we all know all those things. And yes, it's good to talk about, it's good to make the conversation and everything, but I think we all survived it and also see that like a silent load is also a positive thing for a personal positive life.
I think basically, I don't know if the Spain heard that, is that basically for me, I was thinking it's also about just like language, because if you say silent load, for me, load is a negative thing in some manner. I think, and for me, I see it like a burden that, you have to carry it around, and it would be something you don't want to. So I guess for me also, like, it depends how you would say it, because language is, and words are magic in a sense. So I also like
burden is the same everywhere.
Yeah, but I mean,
but
like,
a load can be interpreted.
I was telling to Mark that I took it as negative, and then I was explaining about, I don't know if you were there actually at the time, but I was saying that for me it's also about like how it's said, that it's when it's load, it's a burden, and when it's a burden, sort of, then it is negative because you don't want to carry things around with you don't have to, and maybe that's some kind of point why I got the negative stuff. And on the other hand, I was saying also that I've been trying to, in many lives, to say that things emerge together, the positive and negative come together, the nothing and everything come together, because one cannot exist without the other. Light and dark, and black and white and whatever. Moving on. So that was just
holy shit. You always, like in our first stream, you talked about that the Finnish people cannot talk. But you said more words than a Dutch person can say in a half year or something,
Yeah. I tried to take a little bit step back in my mansion today and like listen how like people are doing the things, since I am now YouTuber basically.
You just had 2,000 words in 1 second or something, It's like a machine gun, like.
Maybe I should go to rap, like something like this, or stand-up comedy. That could be one I could consider, or if I bother anymore, but since the money keeps flowing in.
Just
now
try.
A good one is like, what toxic relations have that you have had in your life, how it has affected you in your in your current decisions, how it affects you?
I think I can say straight one thing that what I was thinking actually earlier already, but then I was listening more what you were saying. I think the point is like you were saying something about this, that you react in some way, and it's exactly that you react, you don't respond. I have caught myself in many situations to this, that I react because of childhood trauma, because of some bad experience, because of bad memories, scars that I have from some stuff, or like this is like reaction. I am thinking that somebody is saying what they're saying something that means that they want to hurt me or do something that I don't like, or that I feel not good about, and then I react like it's like either other, and then
Automatic.
yes, exactly. That is you were talking about earlier. I want to say something, but then I kind of forgot about it and all that. But in the end, I have been trying like getting to the mature age that I have nowadays, being the oldest person here, sadly, or maybe not. That I try to more like I would try to at least think that I would respond to things, because I think earlier, younger years, I was really like I was just reacting to everything. It was all reaction to like, and this is also comes, by the way, back from this what I'm saying, like that I think thinking about the world in a such ways that things happen to you is like, I would like to think that I can affect more what happens, that I don't mean to be in control, but somehow like the setting is that I create my own fortune, or I create my own reality, so things don't just happen to me, because then you also put the responsibility away from yourself in some manner. But this is my monologue at this point, and now I'm gonna come back in a second. Sorry, continue, please.
I agree with you about like I think it's like a 50-50 stuff, no? You are a living thing that impact the environment, and the environment impact you, so you are basically changing information, no, with everything, with your surrounding and with yourself, in order to survive as much as you can. This is basically,
Yeah,
I don't
but
know how to say it, but
isn't it basic nature? Like action is reaction. Isn't it physics? You know, it is
Yeah.
physics. You
Yes.
know, it is math. You know, it's like 1 plus 1 is 2. You know,
Yeah, but I mean,
think like
yeah, but
that.
about
It's
the responsibility
the
that
simplicity of life.
yeah. But about the responsibility that Suomipoika was telling, is exactly this, that the environment impact you, but you have also the ability to impact the environment. You know, I don't know if you call it environment.
Environment.
Is it environment?
Environment.
Are you talking about your habitat where you exist, or what?
People, native English people, can you come to teach me to speak? Maybe you want to join the floor and to talk with us.
Endlich learn the Spanish to talk English, please.
That's gonna cost another century.
Another 80 years or what?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I tend to react, and I guess is the stuff is that then you have to trust something like 1 + 1 is 2. Then you should kind of know that that's the case, or something like that. So basically, maybe the point is that when you react, maybe your reaction is wrong, because like I've just said, that you have an experience for it, and this is why you react certain way. Probably you really need to react to certain things. You don't need to respond, meaning that if you having this kind of dialogue, what should I do? It's coming at me, its face is bloody, its claws are bloody huge. Should I talk to it? Should I have a philosophical consideration, or should I run like a mother hugger to the nearest bloody, I don't know, tree or something, and throw stones at it? Of course, it's like you don't really need to respond to everything. But I said for me, it really was like I really reacted. Like it was like improvising this, improvising that. It still is too much many times this, but it was not like intelligent respond to something, and then the people can also take advantage of you if you act. And that's the point also, that this whole business of everything that is going on nowadays is also, I think, a lot about this, that they want you to react. They don't want you to respond. They want a reaction out of it. So then they can like, aha, this is what you did. And then you don't even know
your mistakes.
you're just gonna be, like, not this, but something like this, and somebody takes you away because you reacted, you didn't respond. So you should somehow maybe not take 5 minutes to pause, but many times it's good to, like, maybe it's because of my old age already. One day I will leave all this to my children and something. So
you wise God from the north.
Yes, thank you. Wise God or God? I'm not sure which one it is.
God.
So basically, yeah, I guess that is the case. But yeah, I'm not sure what I was saying anymore. But maybe I get the picture.
I really find it a really, really wonderful thing that you said, like, don't react but respond. It's just 2 words, but it means the total difference in everything, and with that you create a whole different reality around you.
Coming back to the point, yes,
that's a really, really strong thing.
And coming back to the point that I was making before, when I was telling, like, go out of your comfort zone, that you make like different things like you are used to do, this will be one way, like
exactly.
to not react but respond, because the point is like, I am not gonna say anything. So for example, one thing that they do, the mystics, the first thing that they do is to they go quiet. You see?
I mean, okay, I have to say that on my view, that is like a little bit much to ask that you just gotta remain silent. I don't know. I can't be like really
No. But the point is like this process of to be quiet is like about the response that you were telling, no?
I understand.
Yeah, that makes you to make a dialogue, internal dialogue, and to understand what is really happening, and not to see to analyze what is your impulse and the situation around you, and then to formulate
the silence,
correct response to what you want to achieve. That's a trick. This is a practical trick, Do not say, but like someone tells you something makes you like to react on place of this.
Yeah, because this is very pissed out of you. It's like that you in the spot you just say that the person can put the situation and the words they use, that they will get the reaction they want, and then they can tell you, ha, and you are hugged.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I say hug. I'm trying to clean my language. So basically, I'm trying to clean my language here now that I am successful YouTuber. Did I say that many times? I did.
With a piano, cola piano.
Yeah. But hey.
Well, hey, let me do the math. If you are a successful YouTuber, we are too, aren't we?
Yeah. Exactly.
Where's my piano?
Where's your load?
Yeah. I don't want his load. I want the other load.
Breaking up. I don't know what's happening here. Yeah. But
you're in a tunnel on a push bike.
So yeah. Well, that's nice weather. It's been like tomorrow is a wind. It's gonna hit the storm. The Great Britain and Ireland like life dangerous, and here less.
Well, that's weather in Finland. We don't want to know.
The piano cost. The piano was pretty expensive. But hey, yeah.
If the people buy enough coffee, Finland will play piano next week.
Of course.
A song from Mozart. A song from Mozart. Finland will do that. I know he can carry this load, even though it's silent. But he can carry the load.
I can, and also if you put enough money, I can.
Wait a second.
How to play piano to play the
second.
Yes.
Wait a second. And now she's standing.
I can send this to Finland.
I
And he
have
can play the song.
in the background.
Next week.
Yeah. This is something. I will hire someone to play. Hey, guys, we've been here almost 2 hours. And there would be many things we could say still. Do you want to stay for a moment still and say something about anything or about the whole silent load of things? Or should we starting to like making some kind of ending conclusions?
Let's say it like this. If somebody has interest in the talking we do here now, like on loads and everything. If they want to know more, or if they want to go deeper, if they have interest in tarot cards, or if they are interested in just talking and sharing experiences, they should react on our video or come in contact with us or something like that. And we'll take it from there, and maybe next stream goes about it again. We are flexible.
Totally.
Because we are loaded with freedom of to be loaded.
Yes.
Exactly.
Uploaded,
but for example, I propose already for next thing. If at next meeting, if you want, we can make a live thing about what triggers just a simple tarot card in the three of us.
Yeah, I was thinking actually that earlier.
Like a little experiment.
Maybe.
Yeah, that could be something. See, because there is the claim that it has arcanas and it has like a archetypes, which the Jan was using also, and I kind of have dabbled into the tarot myself a little bit.
Yeah.
Sort of. So
you have to become in the master.
The master of the puppet.
In a master, but he got the thing really good actually. Like also, I think that he has experience with this like really good in that sense.
Well, I am not quite the witch that you are with those in a sense, but I can manage that really well.
Anyway, but that was the point I wanted to say. Like, if people are interested, just let us know.
Yeah. And even if they are not, we might still do it.
Exactly.
You always can play piano.
Yeah, I can play the piano on the background. Like there's like all we are saying. Oh, but I start the wrong song.
By the way, you have a really nice
5 coffee, and Finland gonna sing next time.
I can
give us 10 coffee, and Spain is gonna sing too. Give us 500 coffee, maybe that's go singing.
Well, I'm gonna scream to you this weekend actually, because
to me?
No, to you, no. To
Oh,
the ether.
I'm out.
To the heater. But
okay,
I will hear.
If you want, we are leaving, no?
Out.
Or no? Yes.
We are out.
Spanish way.
Hey, so but basically, hey, no, fast summarize. What did we say?
Finland again. What do you want?
I want the following. Now it's time to summarize. Fast, few words. Hey, now.
Well, like I think that everybody should basically confront with the shadows, that find it out because that will enrich your life. in many ways, and will make more complete your life, I think. And yeah, that's my whole point on this. Like,
Okay, Dutch, your turn. Go for it.
no more secret load.
Dutch.
Well, on the first thing, I apply for a new rule that we all can shit in nature again. But on the second thing, it's like people
Yes.
should put more how do you say, more acknowledgement on the feelings of another person. Just
Good.
watch, just feel and watch, and let your feelings speak, and talk about it. Communication, change, flow, everything, you know. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, fair enough. For me, it's like I said, if you don't try anything else, try the stuff with the cashier in the queue when you're buying your groceries. When the person in front of you moves forward, try to stay still. That's an interesting experiment. This is what I would say about this. But hey, in that sense, now we are going. So basically, subscribe,
To heaven.
like, share,
To
share,
Allah.
share with your friends. And if we collaborate, so donate to us your money. Like so far, I'm doing pretty well. So you can donate even
You
more.
have enough.
We get piano for everyone. We go to Spain and all that. So thank you. Like also, hit the bell so you know when we are on, and maybe we try to be. Don't hold your breath that we are on at 9 if it's at 9. It could be also like not at 9. But hey, once upon a time, we
11, maybe.
Nederlander and Suomipoika want to thank you for joining us today, or if you join us in the future as well. So don't forget to subscribe and all that. It's like the whole business of everything. Hit the bell so you will know. Like I said, we've been told already. What am I repeating myself? Is make sure you stay tuned so you know when we are on. And then,
Okay. Adios.
thanks for doing.
Ayush mensen van het goede leven.
Yeah.
See you later, alligator.
You push.
Well, that was a load of. It was a silent load.